of a sudden you snap out of it for a sec. You have like this moment of lucidity, and you're like, "Oh fuck, I'm in the middle of a crosswalk. I better keep going."
Prosecutors
So,
right now are basically worried about this. They're worried that if they're basically the biggest concern with this is they're worried that guys are going to go out and get drunk and then blame alcohol on them why they raped somebody.
well, yeah, of course they are. But that's not new.
Sure.
They've done it for years. I don't think
Yeah.
you could have a conviction overturned. I think if that's your original defense, maybe you might get away with it.
But to change the defense after conviction,
I don't see that working.
No.
Unless you get that.
This is going to the Supreme Court of Canada now, and they want this whole thing squashed.
Yeah, unless you get that judge who tells girls who get raped to close their legs. He might go for it.
Yeah, he'd be like, "Nah, no, that's fine. You were drunk. That's okay. No big deal. You have a promising future. You'll be fine." Fuck, I still can't believe that shit actually happened.
So Bindon officially got the nod finally.
Yeah, it took a long time, but yep, that's official.
So he is officially the Democratic candidate who will be running against Mr. Trump in November of this year.
Again, two
Exciting
horrible fuck choices.
Fuck. I don't know enough about Bindon to have an opinion yet, but I don't like him. I think.
Yeah.
I don't know, but I'm pretty sure I don't.
Just blah. Thank God I'm not voting.
We have 3 more years to worry about it up here, so.
Yeah. You know, one of my favorite things that's coming out about this election is Snoop Dogg, who, for the past, 3 years has been, and very much recently has been really going on talking about you need to vote. We got to get this guy out. You need to vote. You need to vote. And he just mentioned that it was in like yesterday or the day before. He's like, I will actually vote for the first time next in the 2020 election. It's like, wait a minute. You've been telling everybody else to vote, but you yourself haven't? Attaboy.
Oh, yeah. Why not?
Fucking hypocrite.
You get to do that when you're...
Do as I say, not as I do.
When you're crazy rich.
Yeah. I just thought that shit was really fucking funny.
Maybe he was too high to know what he was doing. That much I can.
Yeah. That would not be surprising.
I don't see that working in Canada.
No, I don't either. Oh man. The Vatican, news not about fucking children. The Vatican has arrested a man over a luxury property deal that they've been working with this guy for.
They arrested him for not fucking children? Is that illegal at the Vatican now?
Would you be surprised? I know I would.
I would not.
This guy has been helping the Vatican to buy luxury property in London. And it was a big deal. He's been accused of extortion, embezzlement, and aggravated fraud and money laundering.
Hey, boy.
In relation to a $200 million deal. So he's being held in the Vatican police barracks and faces up to 12 years in prison if found guilty. It's so funny. They'll pursue this guy for that, but they won't bother pursuing another priest for fucking a child.
Oh, no.
Well done, boys.
Not bad, but take the Vatican's money. If I could afford this dude's bail, I'd pay it. I think it's a great thing he did.
Mm-hmm.
I wish more people would attempt to defraud the Vatican. I think that should just be like a full-time job.
I agree.
When I'm done this course I'm taking, I will absolutely attempt to hack the shit out of their computers. So we have that to look forward to.
Well, earlier this week, the Pope had issued a new law designed to boost transparency in the Vatican's financial deals.
Probably a horrible idea.
Right?
You don't want to see what's going on there.
No. I mean, because that's just, now we're just going to see how many fucking millions upon millions of dollars are getting paid out and keep people fucking quiet. But, yeah. So wait, all I have to say is, way to go, Vatican. You're finally in the news for not raping a child. Congratulations.
Still not good enough.
No.
I think that the highlight of that story is someone's trying to rip off the Vatican.
Oh, fully agree. And yeah, I hope he gets away with it. That would be amazing.
And anyone else who tries to rip off the Vatican for any reason, send us an email.
We want to know all about it.
GwynethPaltrowsVagina@gmail.com. We'll send you a pen.
Yeah, well, just to write those deals.
That pen is almost as good as what you would have gotten from the Vatican.
That's right. Imagine that. They can sign deals with an Eric and Gord pen. That'd be amazing. Right. I'd be so proud of that shit.
And then stab the fucking priest in the eye with it. Snap me a picture. I'll send you a new pen.
Right. He'll send you a new one, no blood.
Anytime an Eric and Gord pen ends up in the eye of a Catholic priest, you can consider it replaced immediately. A free pen for life for that guy.
There it is. Oh, man.
I'm not saying that to all priests, just the Catholic ones.
just the ones that just the ones that deserve it, which is all of them. Yeah. China is now advising its citizens, again, pushing this not to visit Australia, saying citing racial discrimination and violence against Asians.
Yeah. I can say when it comes to whether or not China or Australia visit each other, it's not going to work yet. We'll do it next time.
I was so close. I was waiting for something good.
It was going to be good. I fucked up.
I'll bring this up on the next episode. We'll do it again.
It's China and really? Why do you think the world would give a crap about that, China? Okay, here, let's see if this one works. No, I got nothing.
Nope.
Great. Good stuff. Love how this show goes.
It works so well.
Oh my God, who the hell cares?
There you go.
Thank you, Peter.
That is going to have to be edited so there's not a 25-minute build-up for very little payoff.
It's just fantastic.
So are their citizens are just free to go wherever they want now? They can just fly in and out of China all willy-nilly?
As long as it's not the U.S., yes. Because they've lifted most of their bans.
Oh, yeah, they lifted everything like as soon as they could.
Yeah, so they are. I mean, I think they're allowed to travel, but it's just a matter of I don't think anybody else is accepting travel yet. So once
it'll be interesting to see.
Yeah. So I guess once the world lifts it, if it ever does, then they're just saying, don't go to Australia. They're mean to you.
Well, that is
because we treat you so good here at home.
That is just good advice. Don't go to Australia. I second that notion.
And I third it.
It's the first time I agree with China on something.
Right?
Well, that's not true. I agree with China on all kinds of stuff.
But this is probably one of the biggest things that I agree with them with. Just don't go to Australia. Fuck Australia.
Hey, anyone in China that wants to go to Australia, you got my vote, buddy. You go right ahead.
Yeah, go and enjoy that fucking shit because I sure as hell won't.
Go ahead. Oh, and hey, vice versa. Australians, you want to go to China? Be my guest. No. You two can do all sorts of business with each other. I don't give a damn.
That's the one thing I'd like to know. I wonder how many Australians are sitting in fucking Chinese jails right now.
I don't know.
That'd be an interesting thing to find out.
I don't know. I know there's a lot of Australian Asian trade and stuff. I know like there's a lot of Japanese people in Australia. There's a lot of Asian traveling back and forth.
China is the number one market for Australian beef.
That makes sense.
30% of its exports. It's also the biggest foreign buyer of Australian barley.
Yeah, that makes sense. Where the fuck are they growing barley in Australia?
I don't know.
There's a
lot of useless land up there.
The barley desert. Yeah, but it's all on fire. Nothing.
Well,
Well, I guess fire helps
it's
shit grow.
it's smoked barley now.
Fire is good for growing shit.
Yes, it is.
We ended up, after the big forest fires in BC, we ended up with crazy good mushrooms. And that's when, not hallucinogenic mushrooms, I mean like real good mushrooms.
Real good
like,
mushrooms. Like morels
mushrooms
and-
we've never had in this area we're growing. They expect you can get like $10,000 for a pound of them.
Oh wow!
They weren't the chanterelles or whatever, but they were like that.
So we wonder if it's the morels. I wonder.
It could have been. I don't remember.
Morels are expensive.
Good stuff though. The fire's good for revitalizing soil and shit. So Australia might have some good stuff growing.
Yeah.
If not, wait till next year. You'll burn again.
It's always next year. It's always the next fire. So good. Dallas, Texas is removing one of the General E. Lee, whatever the fuck his name.
Robert E. Lee, I believe.
Robert E. Lee, thank you. The Robert E. Lee statue. There's a big statue of him, so they're removing that.
It's good to
Saying,
pretend history didn't happen.
right? That's
Healthy.
a great idea. So they're pulling that down. And people are saying, "Yay!"
Yeah, no, boo on that. I said the same thing when they tried to pull down Sir John A. Macdonald shit in Canada.
That's
and
right.
anything you try to pull down, boo on all of you.
Mm-hmm.
A curse on your families.
I put the hex on you.
You can't just tear down history and pretend it didn't happen. That's stupid.
Yeah.
It's also unfair to the people it happened to, and it's an insult to the people who deserve to know their past. It's just an all-around bad idea. Don't embrace it by any means. Don't celebrate it, but keep the conversation alive, and make it. Just learn from your mistakes is what I'm trying to say.
So, under the same, just straight up curiosity, because I'm not advocating for this, but just straight up curiosity, would it be basically the same thing that Germany should allow statues of Hitler to be up still? Would it be the same?
Are they up still?
No, they've all been long taken down. Every one of them.
See, this is where I say you can't bring Hitler into it. Remember, I did that rant probably 6 months ago. Well, you can't compare people to Hitler. You can't bring Hitler into conversations. Hitler's his own fucking deal.
Stalin? No, I guess that's also too big of extreme versions. I
think they did. Putin put up a bunch of statues of Stalin, didn't he?
I don't remember. I know a couple. I know there were some that were taken down. I know that, but I don't know what else he's done since. I don't know. I personally, I don't know. Like I say, as long as they teach it in school, do you need the statue of it? No.
Well, I think statues of people are kind of stupid anyway, but
yeah. So I'm like, I really personally, I mean, again, it's not my country. I couldn't give a fuck either way, but I don't understand because, I mean, face it, he's the guy who was fighting for slavery as one of the big things that he was fighting for. So I get why you'd want to have that not be a predominant statue in a town. Look, we still praise this guy who wanted this, especially in these times. So,
I certainly get it.
Yeah.
You're right. As long as they teach it, I guess. I just don't want to see history get swept under the rug.
Yeah, no, I agree.
But I guess if you're, Gord's right.
That's a rarity.
I'm just going to leave it at that. That's all. Good night.
That's it. End the episode. Put it on a high note, folks. There it is. The last thing of news that I got right now is it's from Berlin, Germany. Wait, is Berlin in Germany? No, Berlin's.
Yes, it is.
Yes, it is. Okay, yeah. Well, German police have detained 11 people that are all suspected of involvement in a big sex abuse of at least 3 children.
Nice.
And the main guy, a 27-year-old computer technician, he's got 2 previous convictions for